Welcome to another conversation here at JustINSPIRE. I'm really excited for this conversation. I have to my left Edgardo Ramos-Euceda, my first mentee and a proud full scholarship awardee from Columbia University, doing his thing at Perry Hall. Today we want to talk about his journey, how he got here, how we met, and where we're going. So, sir, how does it feel? Congratulations, first and foremost, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, it feels unreal. I'm very happy, very excited. And I hope this really inspires people to, they can do things like this too.
Brother, you're inspiring me. I'm speechless, as you can see. We met a year ago. It was my first class with CCBC. I teach communications. You were in that class.
Yep.
And I'm never going to forget. You just kind of showed strong poise, a strong will and desire that you were looking for something. And I wanted to help you. I was pulled to help you. You weren't the only young man in that class that I reached out to, but you've shown up. Anybody that knows me or watches what we do behind the scenes, you're there. We were at the park, you were there. We've spent time working on things, having discussions. You really put the time in. What drives you to do that?
I always advise everyone I talk to that you should never close doors. Relationships matter a lot, and you never really know what someone can offer you. True, authentic relationships lead to a lot of success, because success isn't just economic, it's not just money. It's to build on those strong relationships, and sometimes you just have to see them through all the way. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll be honest. It's been a challenging year. When we went to the Black History event for Baltimore County Teachers Association, my grandfather had passed that very same day. Just navigating a lot of adulting and stuff. It's been tough, but you've been an inspiration to me.
Thank you. Wow.
Absolutely. I've always said that I've helped quite a few young men get success. Getting into a school like Columbia, I've always said I love to say that I've helped somebody reach something to that degree, but I made that a bucket list thing. I didn't think I would be supporting someone to reach something this soon. So you've inspired me to think a little harder and reach a little harder, man. I definitely want to talk more in this conversation about your journey and how you got here. If anybody reads up about you, they talk a lot about your extracurriculars, which is something I noticed myself from the get-go. Can you tell us a little bit about what were you doing?
People talk a lot about school extracurriculars, things that I do, some Latino advocacy, just trying to involve the youth more with advocacy in general, and try and create more presence in Perry Hall High School and the general community about Latinos. But what they don't see a lot of times is like a lot of family responsibilities that do matter and colleges do take into account. And also work. I've worked 4 jobs throughout high school, so that stuff matters too. Yeah.
I got 3. You doing better than me, brother. Heard you. And that hard work definitely gives you character, man, and it's gonna pay off. This pressure of not having to pay for college is lifted off of you.
Yeah.
And you are not just going to any school, you're going to one of the top premier institutions. And so like I've been telling my friends, like, yo, I'm happy to know you because I know that your life's going to be better than mine. At least based on what you're set up for. Granted, we can always make poor choices and things can go south, but you're set up to start off. You're not going to have the pity stories about, oh my God, they're going to throw me out the dorms. I got balances, or I can't go to class. I got to hope. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah. And so that's a lot of stress that a lot of us have to take. You don't have to worry about that. You literally just have to go and perform.
Exactly.
This is a good thing, man. I'm so ecstatic for you for that. And I've already started to make connections, as I told you. I have some good friends that went to Columbia, and they do well, and they still live in the area. Now I'm looking forward to, I don't know if we'll be able to meet them Friday, but I'm trying my best to. At some point between now and June, we're going to all get together and get you connected. Definitely. You're gonna, whatever you need to be successful, man, I want you to have it. And if I can give it to you, let me know. That's the promise.
Thank you.
And I also wanted to talk about something. This conversation is going to be a little bit more just kind of what I call spitball, where we just kind of go with it. I've always appreciated your love and your presence when it comes to advocacy. You asked me about Fred Hampton. That was powerful. In class, I remember. Because most young people don't know who Fred Hampton is. I did not know who Fred Hampton was when I was your age. I'm not afraid to admit that. I had to learn as I went and studied my history. I became acquainted with who he was, but I did not know it.
You're 17 now.
Yeah, I didn't know at 18. So, you know what I mean? You're not just wise beyond your years, but there's a maturity about you that I really appreciate. And I think anyone that comes across you does as well.
Yeah, thank you. To be completely frank, I'm not as well read as I should be when it comes to history, but Fred Hampton and the Black Panther Party is a story that should be taught in school all the time, and it's really just briefly mentioned. And so that's why I usually ask teachers about Fred Hampton, what they think.
Definitely. Don't stress yourself. I could be more well-read of myself. And hopefully with some time, maybe we can get in some good reading together. Like the Malcolm X Club that we continue to try to start. We need to get some more guys to read with us. And hey, in terms of the school stuff, you're kind of just sailing out now,
Yeah,
right?
just
Do you have any tough classes left or no?
Yeah, to be honest, my toughest class is calculus.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
you do have a tough class.
Yeah.
I know when I was a senior, I had a film class. It was my first period. That's actually how I got acquainted with The Godfather, a lot of classic films. I was kind of a little stressed. I had a rough day. I was watching an old Christmas Carol movie from like the 70s. I love watching older films. Old film. There's something about just seeing the film, the graphic, the filter to it. It's soothing to me.
My father's the same way. I don't understand why. But
You know what's crazy? I used to say the same thing about my dad. You know, he watches old cowboy stuff in black and white. And I'm like, bro, why don't you just watch some of the newer things? And now I'm like, I do the same thing. Watch yourself, bro. If it happens, text me like you're just. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm stuck in the 2020s. What are you most looking forward to?
Growth. I talk to my father and my mom all the time. I want to go somewhere where I can grow, where I can feel that I am well-read, where I can feel that I am prepared for not just adversity, but for genuine intellectual conversation at any level. Columbia is such a school where you can achieve that, and you will achieve that just through the core curriculum. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Bro, at Columbia, you have professors that are like literally celebrities. Like they be on the news and everything. That's so awesome. How does your dad feel?
I mean, he's happy. He's happy. He's very happy, and that makes me happy. My mom's very happy. My dad understands like the power of like important, like really good dialogue, and understand that Columbia has so much of that. He's happy for me.
That's just crazy. Down the street from my great aunt's house, R.I.P. Aunt Sarah. We might have to take a walk down there, man. After we explore Columbia, like just take a stroll down Family Lane, Memory Lane, for real. Why economics?
People ask me that all the time. In 7th grade, my dad introduced to me Robert Kiyosaki and his book.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
You read that in 7th grade?
I started reading it in 7th grade.
Bro, I read that when I was like 34.
Yeah.
Wow.
His introduction, when he told me about that, I remember I was sitting in our wood rounded table, and I'm sitting on one side, he's standing on the other. He's telling me all about investments and how I should start investing. A couple weeks later, I start looking at investment calculators on the PCPS laptop and see how it grows exponentially. I'm like, that's what I want right there. Admittedly, at first it was about money, like financial security, financial stability, financial freedom. But with time, learning more and diving more into it, you started to realize that it's not really just about money. It's about the connection you can make between different industries and with genuine people. That's kind of what finance and economics is about, and how society interacts with each other. It evolved into something else.
Definitely. My dad was really great about teaching us how to save money and how to budget. But I always tell him I wish he would have emphasized the power of investing. Investing is how you take $1 and turn it into $5. And if you tell anybody that, their eyes are going to pick up. Saving money is just preserving what you already have. Sadly, with inflation, you actually lose money. Like $20 in 2004 is not $20 in 2025. It's a lot less. If you would have invested that money, you could probably have like $20,000 by now. But that's another story. So shout outs to your dad on that, man. Yeah, your dad sounds like a really wise, powerful man to put a lot of good thought into you, and clearly that's the fruit of his labor.
Yeah, I think I'm blessed to have the parents I have and just the genuine guidance I do in my life.
For real. Definitely, man. I can relate. I always say the same thing. When I think about my childhood, I see some of my peers and things that, they have been afforded. Even in some of the opportunities I have, sometimes it's just mom and dad in my ear that created that opportunity for me. Is there anything that you're scared about?
I'm not really scared at all.
I don't think you should
I'm
be.
not really scared at all, yeah. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
How about this? Instead of scared, maybe anxious.
Honestly, it's not the workload that I'm anxious about. It's my ability to complete it to good quality. But I feel like I'll be fine. I'll just prepare. I have almost a year to prepare, so I'll just, become well-read and just become well-versed in what I need to be. I feel like I'll be fine, yeah.
So although I don't want to, stop the celebration, I do have to say at some point we probably need to start talking about what's next.
Absolutely.
If we know what you want beyond college, that is going to create a plan that helps you drive through.
Exactly.
When I was going to college, at one point, I wanted to be a basketball general manager. So that's how I ended up with the Miami Heat, because I was constantly talking to my professors, constantly going to opportunities that put me there. Once that shifted, I wanted to be a sports agent. The same thing happened. It put me in places to make those things happen. So really start thinking, like, what is it that I want? with this economics degree, what do you want to do with that? Where do you want to go? And start looking at things. That's how we better affirm that plan so that while we're there, because I always tell people, at some point, no matter what you do, it's going to get tough. But it's your infatuation with the end that keeps you to see it through. If you don't really believe in it, that's why you can quit. That's why people quit. I tell kids, whenever I work in elementary school, you guys are all better than Michael Jordan right now. Did you know that? And they're like, what? He's the greatest of all time. Some of them, if they think that. I'm like, yeah, but he didn't start playing basketball till he was 12.
Yeah.
He became the GOAT at 24. It took him 12 years. It took him 10 years to master, like anyone else, to master that skill set. And then he took 4 more years to raise the bar up. Because when Michael Jordan went to the NBA, he wanted to be the best. And that's why he keeps working. A lot of people, they don't want to be the best. I think there's an NBA guy, he's in jail right now, Sebastian Telfair. And I hate to kick a man when he's down, but I remember Sebastian when he was in high school, wearing the chains and the jewelry and all that stuff. He didn't really want to be a basketball player. He wanted to be a rapper. He wanted to be a celebrity. And that's why when he made it to the NBA, short career. And when he got out, he got into trouble. Because unlike his cousin Stephon Marbury, who kept playing and went overseas and became the Jordan of China, because Stephon Marbury loved basketball. But Sebastian, I feel like, just loves the limelight of it, which there's nothing wrong with that, but that's lust, and that's not a real thing. And so, again, when you're not tied to something, when things get tough, you're going to wither because you don't have an anchor.
Yep. You gotta have a vision.
Exactly. You knew you wanted to go somewhere where you could speak to people that see you and you feel heard, and look where you are now. It happened.
Yeah.
Just like that.
I mean, like you said, you have to have a vision, you have to be working towards a specific goal, and you have to have a specific pathway to get there, because if not, you'll lose yourself along the way, and that's a mistake that you can't afford.
Have you met anybody that's going to Columbia?
Yeah, they actually started up a group chat on Instagram.
Nice.
And there's like around 60, 70 kids in there now, and we just interact with each other, trying to get to know each other before going to Columbia.
Yo, this is so dope, bro. Because, all right, so 20 years ago when I was getting ready to go, 21 years now, when I was going to college, we had to fly in. It was in Miami, so you had to fly there. You would meet people at the hotel, and they would have activities. You could pick your roommate and all that. And so you guys are doing this stuff via Instagram.
Even prior, I believe they still do that like orientation program, but like even it starts even before.
I think the closest we had to that was you could exchange cell phone numbers, and we were kind of texting back then, but texting was still kind of new. Like you could easily meet a kid and them like, yeah, I don't text, so just call me after 9. That's how it was back then. Man, that's awesome. Especially thinking of, I taught you in communication. We talked a lot in that class about how experiences are different for the both of us with how you guys communicate.
Yeah. It's changed so much, and it made it a lot easier now. I don't think people really see it yet because they didn't live the past, right? Yeah.
You have a younger brother, right?
I do. I have 2 younger brothers.
How old are they?
One is 14, the other is 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, we got to get him on the plan. What's going on?
He says he's going to Harvard.
Okay.
I guess
Does he need some support with that?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
14 and 6. Oh, so you got a 12-year gap. So your younger brother's like my baby sister. Wow.
A large gap, but I mean, he's really smart, so it's okay.
Nice, man. What about your friends, I guess, around at Perry Hall?
Yeah, I mean, they're happy for me. They're always happy to see me win. I'm happy to see them win, because when you have real friends, like, they understand that their win is your win and my win. They're definitely happy for me. I have a couple of friends who I think should apply to college, but they're iffy on it because of just like societal norms based on like how they grew up. And I just hope this maybe motivates them to do so. Yeah.
And if they watch this interview, you should tell them that Mr. Tucker is looking for more young people to support. I would love to help people figure out their way. Even if it's not going to Columbia. I didn't go to Columbia, and I think I've had an amazing college experience, and I think I've had great opportunities. I know a lot of young people that start off at community colleges and make their way and go. So if you, like I said, if you got friends, man, that's on the fence, we can meet remotely, however you need. We can help you. We can help you. And I really respect your message for being a speaker for your people and your community. I hope that's something that you continue to build on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nothing I'm going to stop when I go to college, especially in New York City. There's all kinds of people there. I mean, it's a lot of people you can interact with, a lot of things you can do.
As a matter of fact, later today, I'm participating in Toastmasters. That's a club for public speaking. I really believe that's something that you should get into.
Yeah, I wanted to get into more public speaking and just improving my ability to speak.
I think that's something that's just gonna help you grow. I just see so much for you, bro. I don't want to say anything because it's almost like when we were talking before about picking schools.
Right.
Remember how I used to tell you that I don't want to tell you what to do because it's your life and
Yeah.
I want this to be your decisions. It's kind of that way now. Like, I don't know what your end goal is, but you can go as far as you want. I just see it in you. Like, if you get into politics, bro, what are you gonna do with this? Whatever you want, bro. You could do it. You can be him. You got it, man. You got it. The world is really your oyster.
Yeah, I mean, I tell that to everyone. You know, life's what you make of it. It's all perspective, and if you have the right one, you can go far.
You are making quite a bit of it. Man, so are there any eventful stuff that you have left at Perry Hall for high school besides, I know senior prom is still a thing, right?
Yeah, we're going to have prom. I'm looking forward to graduation, yeah. I have some stuff planned, like extracurricular-wise, that I look forward to. Tomorrow we have a white elephant event with Spanish National Honor Society, things like that I still look forward to.
Okay. What advice would you give for anyone that's in high school right now and maybe not sure about themselves, but they do want more?
I think most people will be at that stage in their life, especially in their teenage years. The best thing I can tell you is that confidence comes with action. And so if you're not actively trying to do something, whatever it may be, whether it be working out, reading the book, going outside for a walk, you won't build confidence and you will stay insecure. You won't be secure in yourself for a long time. And so you have to act now. You shouldn't wait. And by doing so, you'll be forever grateful. Once you get on the winning track, you don't want to come off of it.
Some of our first conversations were really about challenging my theology or my philosophy. I remember we had a conversation. We talked about the theory around, do you really believe in bad kids?
Oh, yeah.
I'm never going to forget that. You shook me up with that one. And you were like, do you really believe that some people are just inherently bad? And I kind of struggled for a moment because I was frustrated with things I was seeing. And you told me that, well, I wasn't always this way. You know what I mean? Like, people change over time. What helped you make those changes?
Hope. Just hope.
Is powerful.
Hope was a big part of my application, and I talk about it a lot. Hope is like that sparkle of light that you see when everything around you is dark and you're getting shut down. That sparkle of light is what keeps you pulling towards it, walking towards it, crawling if you need to. One day you'll reach it. When you reach it, everything changes.
Nice. I feel like I say something similar. I use it for people going through depression or dark times. I always say when you're in dark times, it's actually a great opportunity because light is the easiest to spot. It may be ever faint, but you can find it. If you find it and keep going towards it, it's like being in a tunnel. It'll get bigger. It means you're in the right direction.
Exactly.
And eventually you find yourself out the tunnel. But it's pursuing that light.
Exactly.
A lot of wisdom you have, man, and a lot of maturity. I won't get into it, but you had a moment last year that if you would have responded the way most young men do, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Absolutely.
What empowered you to make that decision? Because clearly, you knew it then. How did you know?
You have to have confidence in your ability to succeed regardless of what life throws at you. And sometimes that requires you throwing away your pride. Not in the sense that you don't respect yourself, just in the sense that you need to be the bigger person. It's very hard to do, but it's what you need to do sometimes. And you need to understand that it's not respecting yourself. It's just putting yourself first.
Yeah, I have some stories I have to tell you off camera when you graduate high school about it. I've been there. So I know what it's like to have to be the bigger man. People don't realize how hard that is, but thank you for doing it.
I can also recommend that it is really difficult, but if you really know that you're capable of doing something, sometimes being the bigger person isn't that difficult. Just because you realize that you'll be great without doing whatever it is you think you need to do, or whatever it is your emotions are telling you should do. Because you just know you're capable of whatever outcome you were to choose.
Okay. Do you have any tips for any guys that just, I feel like one of the things that frustrates me is I always feel like in classrooms there are guys that have so much potential but don't want to show it. They choose to just, it's like you could go this way and you choose to go that way. Do you have any points or inspiration that might a nugget, if you will, for your peers out there that might be on the fence?
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking to my brother before I get into that. I just want to make it clear, like, people change. A situation will wake you up. That's what they call it. You never know when it will happen for that person. I know it's frustrating to see certain kids with so much potential just be completely lost almost. It feels like, and they just haven't been woken up yet. But I think what I would tell them is that life plays you a deck of cards, and you're not really at a disadvantage if you can see what you have. You can see what you have at your disposal, and you know how to play each card. A lot of times, people with so much potential and talent, what they don't have is sight almost. Like they can't see what they have. They can't see what they can do to reach where they want to go. And so they just play random cards and they play the wrong one and they lose every day. I would recommend just trying to open your eyes and trying to see what you have and what can I do with it.
As you can see why I hang out with Edgardo. Edgardo, you be like mentoring me sometimes. Like you say, you have really strong words. You're inspirational. There have been times when I have the hat on, I got the shirts, we got wireless mics now, equipment is coming along, and I'm thinking about like, you be telling me times, just keep going. You got something here. Thank you, man. Hopefully we can shoot some good footage when we go to New York later this week. I'm not sure when this is going to get on YouTube. I might put it on by Wednesday. Who knows? I got another episode from the podcast I got to do too. It's tough to do all this stuff by yourself. Thanks for coming through, man. Not only for this today, but you validate anybody that works with you by being successful. So thank you.
Thank you. I love the vision JustINSPIRE Mentoring has. I support it completely. I'm happy to be a part of this. And I always will be, so thank you for letting me.
You're absolutely right. Because as soon as you graduate, we looking for you to come back, man, and help us.
Right, yeah.
To be real, I feel like, man, you could be. There are young men that probably need to hear from you right now. I wish I could bring you to like my 11th grade class. There's some guys in there that I feel like if they saw you, maybe you might spark something in them. Yeah. I know if I would have saw you and I was in high school, I didn't know about Columbia. Your words definitely would have inspired me to push a little bit harder.
Sometimes people just need someone like their age, someone they can relate to. Yeah, absolutely true. Yeah.
Definitely, man. So, guys, that's it for us for right now. We're going to get up out of here and let my man get back to celebrating.
Right, thank you.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Take care.